Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. As always, I have to give my disclaimer. I am not a professional nail tech, I am just a girl DIYing my nails at home. Today's video, I'm going to focus on showing you guys how I do my nails with my non-dominant hand. So I have one nail left to build and I'm just going to show you guys how I use my non-dominant hands to build my nails on my dominant hand. So I'm going to start off by gluing the nail tip to my nails. I always say like I am not as coordinated and strong with my left hand. So you'll see like I try to glue the nail tip, but somehow it didn't glue the proper way or it was crooked. I don't remember exactly. And then I had to remove it and re-glue it because it just didn't look right. So that's something that's going to happen with your non-dominant hand. It's going to take a lot of practice for you to figure out exactly how to do each step because it's not a hand that you usually use. Okay, so the next step is to push back your cuticles. Make sure you're doing this so that you are removing all that dead skin when you're filing. And then after that is filing. So I'm actually turning this into a coffin or like a tapered square. I'm not really sure because, I'm not that good at filing. So I try to match at least the length to my other hand and then I shape it. So like I always mention, shaping is not my strongest suit, but I always try to make my nails look like cousins or siblings. I usually just go from side to side. And the very important thing about filing is it makes or breaks like your entire nail, right? So you can, build, you can have a nice build, but if you can't get the shape right, your nails is just going to look funny. So this is definitely something that you really, really want to practice. Because the shape of your nails is just like, it's everything. I know mine is not perfect, but like I really, really try. Something that you will notice that I'm doing with when I'm doing this video compared to the last one I did that was similar to this is I'm moving my right hand more than I'm moving my left hand that's holding my file. Like I said, my right hand is more coordinated, so I find it easier to just hold the file on my left hand and just move my right hand around to the way that I want. And I find that to be more effective than if I try to move my left hand instead. I don't know if that makes sense. And the last thing I want to say about filing is you don't want to overfile your tip because you will have to reshape your nails after you build your nails with either gel or acrylic, right? So try to like get the shape as close as you can to your final results, and then after you build your nail with gel or acrylic, that's when you will reshape your nails again, and that will be your final shape. And once you're happy with the shape of your nails, you go ahead and grab your lint-free wipe with rubbing alcohol to remove the dust. Okay, step one, as always, is to use some kind of bond. I just have mine from Kiara Sky's Jelly Tips collection. You apply that to your entire nail. And then you're going to apply a primer. And after that, you're going to grab your base gel. You apply one coat of that, put that under the UV light for at least 30 seconds. And this is the builder gel that I'm going to be using, the IBD one. I purchased mine from Amazon, but you can use whatever brand you prefer. This is my gel brush that I'm going to be using. I typically dip it in a little bit of rubbing alcohol just to make it a little bit softer. So the process is pretty similar to if I wasn't using my non-dominant hand, but with when I'm applying the builder gel with my left hand, you see me moving my right hand around, and my left hand kind of just does subtle movements, but my right hand is the one that's doing the big movements. Again, that's just because I'm right-handed and I'm used to just my right hand doing all the work. So this is a method that works for me. You might want to try this one, or maybe work around with different methods to see what works best for you. And the second important step about the building process is to look at your nails from all angles. So you see right there on that end, I barely have any builder gel on there. So make sure you're really looking at your nails, look at it from different angles, make sure that you have enough product on there, because if you don't, then that's where your nail is going to break because it's not strong enough. And after I cure that first layer, I go in with my second layer. Now my second layer is going to focus more, it's not going to be on my cuticle. I'm going to start it a little bit further away from my cuticle because I don't want to over flood my cuticles. So yeah, just right there you're going to start, and this is going to be the strong layer, right? So this is going to be the layer that, makes your nail strong. This is where you really want to fill in any gaps from your first layer. Make sure all corners are filled in and there's nothing like, none of your nail tip is hanging out. Okay, so before filing, I like to take one final look at my entire nail from all angles to make sure that I didn't miss anything. My nail is well covered in builder gel, because once I start filing, I don't want to go back and start adding more builder gel. So before I start filing, I grab my lint-free wipe with rubbing alcohol just to remove that sticky layer, and then I'm moving on to filing. As far as filing, I like to start with my e-file, just to clean up the cuticle area and remove all that excess gel and make sure like my entire nail is even and smooth. And then I will go in with my handheld file to fix the shape and just kind of do all the things that I couldn't do with my e-file. Since I'm using my non-dominant hand, I'm really careful about using my e-file, because when you use an e-file, it removes a lot of product, right? So if I'm using the hand that's not coordinated, the hand that doesn't really know how to do this, you really want to take your time. I put my e-file on the lowest setting and I just try to like really take it easy. And then I quickly move on to my handheld file, because I can control a lot more with my handheld file than I can with the e-file. Okay, right here, you're going to see how I put my fingers next to each other, and then I see how off my nails are from each other. It gives me a guide of like how much I'm filing, if I'm over filing, if I'm under filing, and how I can fix it. And this is a phenomenon that I don't understand. When I have my fingers pointed away from me, it looks like the left side is overfiled, but then when I have it pointing towards me, they look pretty even. So I don't understand it. I think my natural nails are just weirdly shaped that I don't know. I can't understand it. It looks overfiled when my fingers are pointing away from me, but when I have my fingers pointed towards me, it looks fine. I think it has to do a lot with the angle that I have my handheld file while I'm filing. And then, of course, the last step is to buff your nails. You want to remove all those rough surfaces, all those lines left over from filing your nails. And lastly, you're going to remove the dust with the lint-free wipe and rubbing alcohol. And this is the final results. Definitely not perfect. The left side is over a little bit over file, but you know, they're okay. Like it looks fine to me. Again, definitely not perfect, but good enough. Let me know what you guys think, or if you guys have any tips or tricks of how you file your nails.